Bak.
Merhaba arkadaşlar, hepiniz IEFT Talks webinarlarına hoş geldiniz. Bugün İngiltere'nin ve dünyanın en iyilerinden University of Surrey'de eğitim ve burs olanaklarını Sherrod ve Cooper'dan dinliyor olacağız. Lütfen sorularınızı questions kısmından sormayı unutmayın. Yes, Sherrod, the stage is yours now.
Thank you, Zainab. Thank you to everyone who joined the session today. So basically, I'm just going to go through a presentation about the University of Surrey and let you know a lot more about the University of Surrey and what we have on offer today. So thank you once again. And I'm joined today by one of our students, Cooper Roy. Cooper is studying audio engineering at the University of Surrey. And feel free to ask any questions that you may have on the chat function there. And Cooper is going to be able to answer some of those questions. And later on, once my presentation is over, we can definitely go through some of the questions face-to-face as well without having to go through chat. Okay, so I'll start sharing my screen now and start off with the presentation. Can you all? Yes, I think you can see my screen right now. So welcome to the University of Surrey. I'm the International Recruitment Manager for the Middle East at the University of Surrey. Today, the agenda, we are going to talk a little bit more about the campus, introduce you to where we are, our location, our campus a little bit further, talk to you more about the study options that's available, the faculties and the courses that we have on offer. Then we'll give you some updates about what's going on at Surrey, careers and employability, of course, a very important aspect of student life as well. We do several careers fairs, etc. I'll talk to you a little bit more about that. And life outside of the classroom. So what are the social activities and extracurricular activities that you can get into at Surrey? So moving on, so we are located in the south of England, in the southeast actually, very close to London. So we are in the county of Surrey, in the town of Guildford. Guildford is where we are located in. We are a campus-based university, easily accessible from London, 34 minutes by train from central London and only 30 minutes to Heathrow and 40 minutes to Gatwick by train. So very easily accessible from London airports and from central London as well. So you take a flight from Turkey, from Istanbul, Ankara, Izmir, you can reach the university from London in within 45 minutes. So in the southeast of England, in the county of Surrey, in the town of Guildford. So our campus is a fairly big campus. We're set in around 150 acres of land. We have got the Stag Hill and the Manor Park campus. You can see some of the pictures there showing the buildings that we have. The library learning center is marked in there. The student support facilities that we offer, the Surrey Hive we call it. We've got accommodation on campus itself. We've got a wonderful students union that organizes several activities for students. We've got the Manor Park campus, which is on the other side of this campus. You can see the beautiful lake around there. You can see a ship-like building, which is on the left-hand side. It's the Duke of Kent building. That's where we have our Faculty of Health and Medical Sciences as well. And we are easily accessible from Guildford Station. Only 10 minutes walk away from Guildford Station, from Guildford Town Centre in 15 minutes, and Manor Park and Surrey Sports Park, which I'll talk to you a little bit later, is only 15 to 25 minutes away. You can see that there's a road that's running through the campus, so it's only you do have bus services on campus as well, to take you into different parts of Guildford and different parts of Surrey. So it's very easily accessible too. I will move on now. So this is the other side of the campus, which is called the Manor Park campus, and from Manor Park campus has got several facilities, most of it being our accommodation, but we also have our School of Veterinary Medicine. We have our Stag Hill campus, which is on the other side of the A3, which is one of the major roads in England. You can see that on the other side. We've got Guildford Centre, which is only 22 minutes by bus. Hazel Farm accommodation, which is around 15 to 18 minutes, which is another set of accommodation that we offer. And of course, you must have heard about Tesco, right? So Tesco is one of the largest supermarket chains here in the UK, and Tesco is only 10 minutes walk away. So if you go into Tesco, you get all your groceries, all your shopping can be done from there, food, etc., which is only 8 minutes away by bus. So fairly big campus. So the main difference is that we are a campus-based university, unlike certain other universities, which may be a city university. So we are very much campus-based. And of course, we've got the Surrey Sports Park, which is one of the largest sports facilities in the south of England, that is located in the Manor Park campus. So to give you an example, 2012 Olympics happened in London. Some of the national teams came and used our facilities in Surrey Sports Park. So you can imagine the extent of facilities that we have at Surrey Sports Park. Okay, moving on. So you can see that we've got the Stag Hill campus I explained to you earlier. We've got Manor Park campus and a screenshot glimpse of Guildford as well. So Guildford is a beautiful town. You can see the medieval high street, which is cobblestone as well. You can see a clock tower from the 15th century. You can see the River Wey, which is on the south of this, which is just in the heart of Guildford. You can also see the Surrey Sports Park, which has got one of the largest swimming pools in the south of England as well. Olympic-sized swimming pool, and then Stag Hill campus, which has got all our facilities, including accommodation, lecture theatres, library, student support, all major faculties, etc. Okay, so we'll move on to our study options now. So if you look at our subject areas that we have on offer at the University of Surrey, we have three main faculties that's listed here. It's Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences, Faculty of Engineering and Physical Sciences, and the Faculty of Health and Medical Sciences. A wide range of programs are available on each faculties. Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences is the largest faculty. You've got the Surrey Business School there. You've got the Guildford School of Acting. You've got the Hospitality, Events and Tourism. You've got the Economics Department, Politics, International Relations. A wide range of courses available at the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences. Then we've got the Faculty of Engineering and Physical Sciences, which is Roy's faculty, which has got engineering, audio engineering, computer science, electronics.
I'm actually Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay. What course did you say that you were saying you were doing?
So music recording and production.
Music recording and production. Okay, sorry. I thought you were doing the Tonmeister program.
I am. That's part of.
Is that the course? Okay, that's fine. So Roy is in the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences, although it's not really called engineering, so it's not audio engineering. It's called a Tonmeister program. But that's a very exciting program. I mean, it's very much looking at the technical aspects of music and audio mixing, etc. But it's not technically in the Faculty of Engineering and Physical Sciences. Faculty of Engineering and Physical Sciences does have programs like electronics engineering, computer science, civil and environmental engineering, chemical process systems engineering. You've got mathematics, biosciences like physics, etc. And then we do have the Faculty of Health and Medical Sciences, which includes the veterinary medicine program. We are one of the 7 universities in the UK that has got a veterinary medicine program. We've got the sports and exercise sciences program, psychology, one of the largest departments in the University of Surrey, health and nutrition sciences, and biosciences as well. So these are the 3 main faculties with all the subject areas that we offer here at the University of Surrey. Just to give you a glimpse of the School of Hospitality, Travel and Tourism, this is like one of the flagship programs and flagship schools really at the University of Surrey. So we do very well in this area. We're consistently ranked #1 in the UK, top 15 in the world as well, according to QS World Ranking. So it's one of our premium subject area. We offer undergraduate programs in events management, hospitality, travel and tourism, tourism management, and also in postgraduate, including air transport management, events, hotel management, strategic tourism, strategic hotel management, and postgraduate research in hospitality, travel and tourism. As you know, Turkey is also doing very well travel and tourism wise. Of course, we are in a different world right now because of the pandemic, but one day it will be definitely over. But even pre-pandemic, there was a lot of travel and tourism that's grown massively in the Middle East, in Turkey, in different parts of the world. So this is an area that we really specialize in, and a lot of job opportunities there as well in travel and tourism at the in the UK, but elsewhere as well. If you look at another glimpse of our program within the Faculty of Engineering and Physical Sciences, we have the artificial intelligence related programs. We have computer vision, robotics, AI, and we have important aspects of AI, which covers vision, speech, 5G, and now on to 6G communications as well. So if you see some of the postgraduate top programs in the Faculty of Electronics and Electrical Engineering, that'll be artificial intelligence, electronics engineering, MSc. We've got mobile and satellite communications, radio frequency, RF, microwave engineering, etc. We have two pioneering research centers, which is the Center of Vision, Speech, and Signal Processing, which is the CVSSP. Has a lot of experience, over 25 years of research experience in image processing, deep learning, and machine intelligence as well. And it's a world-renowned 6G innovation center that we have, where we currently have investments from companies like Vodafone. We've got Huawei, etc. We've got collaborations with these big companies as well, as far as employability is concerned. Moving forward, we'll talk to you a little bit more about the entry requirements, the grade requirements that we're looking for students coming from Turkey. So if you have going to do a foundation program, which is you need to have a good high school graduation grades or equivalent study from non-HEU students. That's age 17 or higher. So the foundation program is the program that you study just before you start your undergraduate degree. And this is a 9 months program, 9 to 10 months. And that'll be, you'll have to finish your foundation in either engineering and physical sciences. You'll also have business as a pathway. You'll have business arts law as a pathway. You'll also have a life sciences pathway that you need to study, and then move on to your undergraduate degree. When you look at undergraduate programs, A-level requirements is BBB to AAB. IB would be 32 to 34 IB points. And then your Anatolian diploma, you're looking at around 65 to 75% in the final year of your schooling. And then we also accept the SAT, which is the 1,290 to 1,320 points in your evidence-based reading and writing, and 650 to 703 subject tests each. You can find out a lot more on our website too. So if you go to the University of Surrey and if you search for Turkey, we also have a dedicated page for Turkey, so you can find out more details there. That is surrey.ac.uk/international. And the fees would be somewhere in the range between 18,500 to 21,700 pounds, depending on the undergraduate program that you'll be studying. We also have a pre-master's program for non-HEU students. A recognized degree or diploma in a relevant subject is needed to get into the pre-master's program. And we also have a postgraduate requirement of UK. So in the UK, we call it a 2-1 or a 2-2. The 2-1 requirement would be, or a 2-2 requirement would be in the range of 2.6 to 2.8 GPA respectively. So if you're looking for a 2-2 or a 2-1, then 2.6 to 2.8 GPA is what you need from your bachelor's degree in Turkey. We have a October intake, mostly for all undergraduate, postgraduate programs. But for postgraduate programs, you also have a February intake, and the tuition fees ranges between £18,000 to £21,700. You can find out, as I told you, you can find out a lot more details on our website as well. We do offer pre-session English at Surrey, so most of the time we require students to do an IELTS exam, and the IELTS requirements, if they're not met, then we do offer a pre-sessional pathway at the University of Surrey to study your English, and after finishing your pre-sessional, then you'll be able to start your degree. So the pre-sessional program does have an 8-week program, 12-week program, and a 5-week program. If you're looking at the pre-sessional 12 weeks, then that will be 1 point below than the offer. The IELTS for pre-sessional 8 would be 0.5 below the offer, and IELTS 0.5 below would be also a pre-sessional 5-week program, depending on the skill that you need to improve. Unfortunately, for 2021, it's online, the pre-sessional, because obviously you know that it's very difficult now with travel restrictions across the whole world. But yes, we hope to resume it for next academic year. So pre-sessional programs right now are all online, and then once you finish your pre-sessional, and then you meet the requirements, and then you can come over and start your studies here at the University of Surrey. I'll talk to you a little bit more about the 2021 updates. So 2021, what's happening right now is the UK is in a very good position compared to beginning of this year. The COVID cases have dropped, and we are slowly coming out of lockdown. But that doesn't mean that everything is like pre-pandemic levels. So still there is a lot of precaution that needs to be taken. We are following a hybrid teaching model. So a hybrid teaching model essentially is a combination of online face-to-face teaching. So you'll have some lessons online and some lessons face-to-face. So that's the whole idea of hybrid, so that you can study from your home, study from your accommodation, and then some face-to-face teaching as well, depending on the courses you're studying. Lectures and assessments are delivered online. You have seminars, workshops, and tutorials held on campus where possible. So it is possible to do it on campus, but of course based on restrictions. And you can see a lot more about Surrey's response to COVID as well online. We've done very well as a university, compared to other universities in the UK where there were massive outbreaks of COVID. We've never really had a big one. We of course had some of our students who got infected during the peak of the COVID situation here last year. But we have a range of safety measures introduced, and you can find out a lot more online. So there's enough social distancing on campus. You're always asked to wear a mask in an indoor setting, and of course you will have to maintain 2 meters space between each other. So we do have a support team who's also able to help with COVID-based questions and flexibility to students that's being offered whilst on campus. The other update that I wanted to give you was the English language evidence. So English language, I mentioned about the pre-sessional program before, but for September 2021 and Feb 2022, we have started accepting some online tests, and that includes the IELTS indicator. We also have, so with Turkey being in lockdown, it might not be possible for you to go and do an IELTS exam, right? So that's why we are accepting the online IELTS indicator program. Or we are also accepting the Duolingo English test. I'm sure you're familiar with Duolingo. We are also offering and accepting the TOEFL home edition test as well. The pre-sessional courses have been confirmed as online, as I mentioned before, for the September 2021 entry. Well, let's have a look at the careers and employability options at the University of Surrey. So we do have courses that comes with a work placement. So at undergraduate level, you do have pretty much all programs offer a work placement here. So at undergraduate level, you'll study your first year on campus, second year on campus, third year is an opportunity for you to go and work in a company and come back and finish off your degree in your final year, which is your fourth year. And at master's level, we do have several programs that does have a 1+1, which is a 1 year of master's study followed by 1 year of work placement or an internship. So it's a 6 to 12 months in duration. In general, you'll have a dedicated placement tutor. You can see that some of the companies that we've got tie-ups with, some of the companies that are recruiting our students include the likes of Hilton, Nestle, NHS, BBC, Vodafone, BP, British Petroleum, British Airways, BE System, GSK, etc. So a wide range of opportunities are available, and support is throughout the application process also given by the university. The careers and employability team gives you a lot of support when it comes to how to write a covering letter or to write a CV, mock interviews, etc. And placement options are available worldwide, so you don't necessarily have to do it in the UK. It could be anywhere, although a vast majority of the placements may be in the UK itself. And the tuition fees for the placement year is going to be £1,850 for that 12 months once you do your placement program. Now, when we talk a little bit more about the professional training and placements, our location really helps as well. So Surrey is one of the most prosperous parts of the country, and Guildford being very close to London as well. The southeast of England is where over 40% of the UK's GDP is generated. So around the vicinity of Surrey and Guildford, you do have big companies that have got their headquarters around there. So there's a lot of opportunities available there. We are ranked first in the UK and 7th in the world for work placements and research partnerships with employers. So this was according to the QS ranking. So we do have a great relationship with our research partners and our industrial partners, and they're trying to definitely recruit our students after they finish their degree. And over 2,300 different partners, industrial partners globally. So some of the names I mentioned before are also listed there on the left. Of course, we do work with small scale companies as well, which is the backbone of the UK economy. So it's not always multinational companies. It depends on what sort of job course that you're in. Your placement will work based on that. 40% of our students come back from a work placement with a job offer, which is fantastic. And just to add that international students will be coming from September 2021 will also have an opportunity to stay back in the UK for 2 more years. That enables you to do a work placement without any sort of visa restrictions or anything. So this is a great opportunity that you can always take into consideration after you finish your degree. I mentioned to you that some of the postgraduate programs does have a 1+1, which is a 1 year of master's and a 1 year of work placement. I'm just going to list that here. So we've got the MSc Strategic Marketing Program, MSc in Business Analytics, MSc in Digital Marketing and Channel Management, MSc in Management, MSc in Human Resource Management, and MSc in Data Science. All very popular programs with a lot of employment opportunities too. And they do come as a 1 year of master's and a 1 year of work placement. So it's a 2-year program if you're doing a work placement. Otherwise, if you don't want to do a work placement option, then you can finish it off in 1 year. So all these programs do come with a 2-year work placement option. Career support, I mentioned earlier, like our careers and employability support team do give you support with writing a CV, application interviews, mock interviews, interview support. We also do careers fairs and workshops on campus. So you can see on the left-hand side there, it's a picture of a careers fair. Clearly, this was before the pandemic. During the pandemic times as well, we are doing several online careers fairs so that students are able to get in touch with companies or recruiting and get those opportunities later on as well. So during the pandemic, we did 3 different online careers fair where over 200 different companies participated, including the likes of Amazon, IBM, Google, etc. Helping you finding a job is very critical for the university because we want to make sure that our employability remains high, and based on that, our rankings and reputation also remains high. So that's very important that we will ensure that our students are able to get very good jobs after you finish your degree. Life outside of the classroom, of course, a very important aspect of your student life, coming all the way from Turkey to the University of Surrey. It's going to be a very exciting experience. So we do have accommodation on campus for students across 3 different sites. So we've got the Stag Hill, which is the main campus. I mentioned to you about Manor Park as well, and Hazel Farm, which is slightly away. It's only 2 miles away from our campus, which is easily accessible by bus. So Stag Hill, Manor Park, and Hazel Farm does have different varieties of accommodation that's available. You can find out a lot more on our website, which is surrey.ac.uk/accommodation. It's guaranteed for international students, provided you apply by the accommodation deadline. And there are different facilities available, including rooms with ensuite shower, bathroom, shared kitchen facilities. You do have a single room, shared bathroom, shared shower, shared kitchen facilities, which is obviously a lot cheaper. And you do have the high-end self-contained studio apartments as well. So there's a wide range of accommodation facilities available for students at the University of Surrey. Your support and well-being is, of course, is very, very important to us because we do understand that students coming from different parts of the world, we do have currently around 120 different nationalities on campus. So students coming from different parts of the world, coming to the UK sometimes for the first time, may need support. So we do have a lot of support facilities. We have a 24-hour warden and security team on campus. We do have My Surrey Hive, so any issues that you have, whether you want to open a bank account or you want a visa letter to go to get a Schengen visa to go elsewhere in Europe, wherever you want to go, you go to our My Surrey Hive and get a letter. You can go to my Surrey Hive also for any support that you need. Non-academically, academically, all students will also get a personal tutor who will be one of the academics who will be teaching you, who will be able to guide you academically throughout your studies. We also have on-campus counseling services, a student health and well-being center on campus who's able to guide you and who's able to counsel you, who's able to support you if you're going through any problems mentally, emotionally on campus as well. So that is something that we really value, and that is the Center for Wellbeing also does a lot of these counseling services. We also have a chaplaincy. We have a mosque with an imam, sort of prayer hall with an imam on campus as well. We have several multi-faith chaplains and a pastoral care as well. So there's several aspects of student support when it comes to mental health, well-being, academic support, your safety, etc., are taken into consideration. Support is provided by the university. Well, clubs and societies, the most exciting aspect of your student life. We do have over 100 different clubs and societies as part of the Students' Union. So we have different Team Surrey sports clubs. So we have a badminton Team Surrey club. You have a lacrosse university club. You have several arts related clubs as well on campus. You can see that some of the international festivals are celebrated on campus. You can see the picture of Holi being celebrated on campus. We have the One World Week, we call it, which is to celebrate the multicultural element of the university on campus. It happens for 1 week in January, February time every year, celebrating the multicultural elements of the university, and also there are a lot of facilities when it comes to clubs. You might be able to join a debating society if you're into debates. You may be able to join an entrepreneurial society if you have some business plans in mind. So there are different societies and extracurricular activities that you could always get involved in. And of course, if you're into sports, sports park is one of the best things that you can have very close to your proximity. And we have the sports park. I just mentioned to you about that earlier. We've got one of the largest sports facilities in the south of England. We have a 120 station gym. We have a 15-meter swimming pool. We've got 3 artificial pitches, a climbing center. Not many universities actually have a climbing center, indoor climbing center as well. So a lot of facilities there as far as sports is concerned. We also have the Forever Surrey, which is the outstanding record for graduate employability. We've been doing very well when it comes to our graduate employability. Over 94% of our students are within having a placement within 6 months of graduation, and we were ranked 12th in the country when it comes to graduates having a job. Career support available for 3 years after you graduate. So even after you graduate, you're outside of the campus. You can still get support from our careers and employability team, and this assistance is also available if you're applying for the graduate route visa, which I mentioned to you earlier, and that is that 2 years of stay back option that you get after you finish your degree to work in the UK without any visa restrictions at all, which is fantastic. So make sure that you utilize those aspects of your stay here in the UK. And that's the end of my presentation. So hopefully you found that useful. You can always drop us an email on international@surrey.ec.uk if you have any questions. But also we do have a live chat function, which is accessible on surrey.ac.uk/international. And it's available Monday to Friday from 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. Turkey time. And connect with us online so we can stay in touch. And if you have any questions, we'll now go on to the Q&A session with Roy Cooper. So I'll stop sharing my screen, and then we will just start taking all those questions right now. Thank you very much. Great. So, Roy, we've had many questions come in.
Yeah, I've been trying to do my best at answering some of these.
Okay, so I can see that there are a lot of questions about admissions. If you have any questions about admissions, you can always drop us an email on international@surrey.ac.uk. Just to give you also an idea, we do not we do not have the medicine course. So if you're looking to do an MBBS 5-year degree where you train and to come out as a doctor, we don't offer that. So we do offer allied subject areas like biotechnology, biomedical sciences, human nutrition. We also have the veterinary medicine program, which is if you want to become a animal doctor, treating pets, animals, etc. But otherwise, we don't really have the medicine program. So all our IB requirements are there online for all the courses, anywhere in the range between 32 to 34. Okay, I can see that Roy has already answered most of the question. Thank you, Roy. Sorry, I call you Roy or Cooper. Your name is Cooper. Okay. So CGPA requirements, anything you can always get in touch with us on admissions@surrey.ac.uk, international@surrey.ac.uk, or you can always get in touch with us on the live chat. I mentioned to you about the live chat. Live chat is available from 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. UK time, and that's a fantastic opportunity for you to shoot any questions at us, and you'll get an answer straight away. So that is one area that you can look into. So Cooper, I've got some questions here for you. So you started your degree in September 2020 or earlier?
No, I'm a final year.
Oh, you're a final year student.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So now, when the pandemic hit, especially mid-year, towards your end of second year, I would have thought. How did you try to cope with it, and what was the immediate reaction to the hybrid model? How did it work for you? Can you explain a little bit more about how your studies changed and how you're coping with that situation?
Yeah. So immediately we actually didn't do the hybrid method. Obviously, when COVID hit, it was just online, and it was. I think Surrey did a great job with the most that they could do. Obviously, every single school in the world was struggling with how to teach people and how to go about everything. Luckily, because I'm a Tonmeister, so I study audio engineering. When we did go back to hybrid, mine wasn't hybrid. Mine just went back to normal because my degree, it
requires labs and
requires labs, and you're dealing with electronics and recording equipment, and so I was very lucky, and I got to do hands-on. But when I did do stuff online, it was difficult for me, but I think they did the best that they could. Luckily though, I have a lot of friends that do other degrees, and it translates just fine. Like if you go in to do law, if you go in to do literature, if you go in to do some of the more physical ones, they will be more hands-on. Like my girlfriend is veterinary medicine, so she, like me, is always she has to do labs and do things in person, so she's like as well.
But it really depends on the course, isn't it?
The
more
depends on the
facilities you have, you will have to do a lot more. So I can see that a lot of queries about courses like computer science, electronics engineering. Of course, you have lab work to do, and then of course we'd expect students to use the lab, and the university does ensure that this is all done in a very safe and secure manner, because end of the day we want to ensure that our student safety is high priority for us. Okay, so moving on, Cooper. So I've got a question here for you, which is I'm sure you've applied to other universities as well. And why did you consider Surrey? I mean, what was the main aspect that made you choose Surrey, and what do you enjoy the most about Surrey?
It was specifically because the Tonmeister course here and the music department in general at Surrey is really, really good. It's one of the best I mean, my course ranks, as well as the creative music technology course, the CMT course, and the Tonmeister course rank like third for music in the UK, and they're very highly regarded back home in America, which is how I learned about it. And so that was the main factor. Was it, this is an amazing course.
Of course. Mm-hmm.
But I also, going to school in the UK is much it's much cheaper than going to school in America. So that was also a factor. Also, this university campus is quite American in some nice ways. Although it still is very English in other ways. So I like that aspect of the campus also. But yeah, it's a very, for most of the courses here, the school is very good. You're also getting a very, Surrey is a pretty good university, so the degree you get at the end of it will be pretty, highly regarded. If you go into a job that cares about where you got your degree from.
Thanks, Cooper. Yeah, so a lot of students make their choice based on the rankings and also the campus, and it seems that these two elements really help you in choosing your university. The music department is ranked top 5 in the UK, but so are other departments. Like, for example, electronics engineering is top 5 in the UK, and number one in the UK, and pretty much in the top 15 in the world. So that's another area that we have a huge specialization in. But so are other areas like veterinary medicine, one of the 7 UK universities offering veterinary medicine. We do also have specializations in areas like electronics engineering, psychology, etc. So yeah, I do understand that the campus and the rankings are the most important for some students, and some students it could be the sports facilities, of course, or the accommodation. So which university accommodation are you in, or are you staying outside right now?
I'm currently outside, but first year I was in Band C, Battersea.
Nice.
And then I have most of my friends, I had friends everywhere, so I visited, pre-COVID, I got to go to most people's flats,
Sure.
flat parties.
Sure.
I've as an ambassador, I've also given tours to Band D and all the other ones too.
Cool. All right. Okay. Now, just wanted to talk to you a little bit more about your support that you get. So when it comes to academic support from a personal tutor perspective, but also any sort of non-academic support that you have got. Can you explain a little bit more about that?
So I get a ton of academic support. I believe everybody gets a personal tutor, right? No matter what, everyone gets a personal tutor, which is really, really helpful because at least with mine, we talk, especially as a final year, we talk every week. He's super helpful, when I try to get stuff done, as well as I'm an international student, and for part of the tier 4 visa thing, you have to meet with your personal tutor semi-frequently, so to fit in accordance of the visa. There's a lot of help. You get a lot of help from your personal tutor. You also get a lot of help from the Hive. The Hive is great. You can go to the Hive and they can answer you with any questions. They can answer you with academic questions, but they can also help you out with personal issues such as mental health or anything that you have. Like if you don't know how to make an account with the GP or the NHS, they'll help you through that process. And it's quite easy. I remember the Hive came in the ends of my first year, and before that it was a little harder for the university to spell information for students to get information, and the Hive is a huge bonus, and it really helps.
Sure. Thank you, Cooper. I can see that there's some questions coming in here about scholarship possibilities. Of course, we do have scholarship opportunities at the University of Surrey. Unfortunately, at undergraduate level is rather limited. So a lot of these postgraduate, a lot of these scholarships are offered at postgraduate level. We are considering scholarships for future intakes at undergraduate level, but we shall keep you posted about that on our website. So if you go to our University of Surrey website and search for scholarships, you'll be able to find out about all the scholarships that we have. At master's level, we have the Surrey Masters Scholarship for Excellence, and this is applicable to students from certain countries, Turkey being one of them. So Turkish students can apply for those will be eligible for those scholarships, which is at postgraduate level. These are not scholarships that need an application, so it will be an automated scholarship based on the GPA requirement that you get in your undergraduate level. and GPA requirement generally tends to be in between 2.8 to 3.1 GPA in your undergraduate level for all postgraduate courses. Okay, so I hope that's all answered live now. We go on to some of the questions about so with Cooper, what is it like starting as an international student? Because obviously you were coming from the US, to a new country. Had you been to the UK before, or was it the first time? Okay, so coming to a new country altogether, what was it like your first few weeks, and how did you cope with it?
Culture shock for me wasn't too bad.
Wasn't too bad. Okay.
No, because I'm from New York, and it's called New England for a reason.
Sure.
But so for example, I found it more different when I went to Alabama than I went over here. But that being said, there are still some hurdles. There are some it is hard to obviously move to a different country. I feel that, and I still feel that in some ways. Obviously, Surrey tries the best to help you with this, but getting a visa is a really stressful process. Getting a Tier 4 visa, I remember, 3 years ago, almost ripping my hair out trying to do that, and luckily Surrey was there to help me through that process. But it is stressful. Also stressful is that especially under COVID is flying to and back, for the holidays, or wanting to visit home. Especially during COVID, that was quite tricky. Luckily, though, I think about like a third of the students here are international, so it's a really great community. And there's tons of people from all over the place. Not too many Americans, but there's tons of international students.
We probably have more Turkish students.
There's definitely more Turkish students. I know quite a few. There's lots of Turkish students, lots of students from all over the place. It's very
sure. Just so that Cooper, like I do agree that applying for a student visa to any country is challenging, but not like to the US. So if you want to go to study to the US as an international student, it's a nightmare. The application. So really coming to the UK on a Tier 4 student visa is not that difficult at all. That was very interesting to hear from your perspective as well. Cooper. So I've got a question about Guildford now. So what do you enjoy the most about Guildford? How do you spend your free time? Do you have any recommendations? How do you find it? How do you find the life as a student in Guildford?
I mean, I work a lot. But pre-COVID, I mean, and this might matter to some people, but I know it's something that they do ask us to touch upon when I give tours. Is that like is the nightlife pre-COVID? It's not London, but it's pretty good. There's lots of pubs and bars and places to hang out. Obviously, it's not so much right now, but stuff is opening up. As COVID safe stuff is opening up, so that's really lovely. There's some really great parks in Guildford, really, really beautiful parks. We have the Guildford, we have the castle, which has this garden around it, which is really nice. There's also Pewley Downs and Chantry Forest that is just like a 20-minute walk, a 30-minute walk away. That's really nice. It's like when I'm there, which is often because I work like setting up sound equipment for various parts in Guildford. It's very quaint, there's lots of that buildings that are quite old, lots of new stuff. When it's not raining, Guildford can look quite pretty.
Sure. Thank you, Cooper. I live just outside of Guildford in Surrey itself, and it's actually the Surrey Hills, called the area of outstanding natural beauty. There's lots of walks, lots of treks around. It's really, really beautiful. If you want to have a bit of a chilled mind and outside of your study life, to take a walk outside, of course, when it's not raining. But thankfully, this spring has been good. We haven't had a lot of rain. It's pretty good, the weather. Although today it became a little cloudy. Okay, so moving forward, I just wanted to say that I can see that there's a lot of questions that came about admissions. I can give you a bit of an understanding what we're really looking for in an application at undergraduate level is you need to meet your grades. So you need to meet your grade requirements. We're looking for a good UCAS personal statement. So why you want to study a particular course, and then how well you think you'll be able to do that degree. So the UCAS personal statement is a really important aspect of your course, because most of these courses do not have an interview or anything like that. So this is an opportunity for you to tell the admissions tutor why you need to be chosen to give a place to study at the University of Surrey. Then we look at your grades, and then very importantly, we also look at the English requirement. So the English requirement also needs to be met, your grades, and your personal statements, and a reference from your school as well. And that's pretty much what we need from an application. At postgraduate level, of course, the first thing really is your undergraduate degree, how well you have done your undergraduate degrees, your CGPA between 2.8 to 3.1 GPA in your undergraduate. You also need to write a statement of purpose on why this course that you've chosen to study at Surrey. Then we'll also look at 2 references from your university in Turkey, and of course English is very important as well. So the IELTS or the Duolingo, or any of the TOEFL that you have got at undergraduate level. If you look at our applications, all undergraduate applications, we only accept applications through this system called UCAS. So UCAS is the Universities and Colleges Admission Services, and you can only apply to the University of Surrey through UCAS. At master's level, it's all done online through the University of Surrey website. So you can definitely do those applications online, create an applicant portal, and just upload all your documents in there. So that's the main undergraduate and postgraduate admissions. We'll go on to some final questions to you, Cooper, and then we'll probably wrap up. So can you tell me about the sports facilities and Surrey Sports Park? Do you use that at all, or what is it like?
Yeah. I'm on the rugby team. Sports facilities are great. So the Surrey Sports Park, which is open to the public, it can be a bit pricey if you don't partake in any sports. But if you're part of a sports club, then you get to use those facilities basically for free. If not a few, I think some of them you have to chip in some money for some societies for equipment and stuff. But basically, you get to use it as you want if you're part of a sports society. So this university is really good if you're really into sports. They even have our basketball team has even competed in, I think, Tier 5 in America. So they did pretty well. They even have an American football team, which was great, even though they're not very good. But it's still good that they have that. Women's football they do very well pretty often, and the men's football they do okay too. Men's rugby we do pretty well. There's so many sports. Water, they do everything from polo to horseback riding to even shooting, I believe, is a sport. There's archery, hiking, mountaineering. There's parasailing. There's a boating club, I believe. One of my friends does sailing, and they literally go to Brighton or Bournemouth or somewhere on the coast and do a whole sailing trip. It's insane. There's so many choices.
Sure. As I said before, it's one of the largest facilities south of England. So we do that very well. I just want to also, before we conclude, say about the employability aspect. So Cooper, have you done your professional training year, or have you done any placements, internships yet? And what sort of support did you get for that?
Yeah, so a lot of people do placements. I didn't, due to COVID. So instead I'm doing luckily enough, the place that I applied to for placement, they were like, we can't take you now, but they're taking me in, they're taking me in after I graduate. So it was very nice of them to do that. So a lot of people get placements. So a lot of them are paid, and some aren't. It is up to you to find your own placement, though the university does help facilitate that. I know it's very stressful for a lot of people to find placements, but that's just something common in most places where it's up to you to find them. You know, there are very few schools that you just get handed something.
The thing is, as Cooper said, we do have several industrial partners and industrial types that we have with companies. So they're really looking forward to have our students come and work with us. But of course, you know, there's an interview process, and you'll have to go through that process as well. Of course, within the support of the Employability and Career Center at the University of Surrey. But of course, you'll have to go through that interview process. It can be stressful sometimes. But students who have got it, which a lot of students do get paid, and it is a good opportunity for you to gain some good work experience, and great for your CV as well. Okay, so I think we've really answered all those questions here. Again, as I mentioned to you earlier, if you have any questions, please do drop us an email on international@surrey.ac.uk, and then we'll be more than happy to come back to you, or come over to our live chat function and to ask us any questions that you have between 1 p.m. and 9 p.m. Turkey time, Monday to Friday. I wish you all very good luck for the future. Good luck with your applications. And thank you for taking the time to join the session today. I hope you found it useful. And thanks to Roy too for taking the time to join the session. And I wish you all a very good afternoon and evening. Okay, have a good rest of the day. Bye then.
Thank you very much for your great presentation, Cheryl and Roy. We believe it was a really informative webinar for the attendees. And we had a lot of questions. Thank you for your answers. Also, I would like to thank the participants in Turkish as well. Katıldığınız için teşekkür ederiz arkadaşlar. University of Surrey ile ilgili diğer sorularınız için Şarat'a ulaşabilirsiniz. Aynı zamanda yarınki webinarlarımızda da sizi görmek isteriz. Thank you again, Sharat. It was a pleasure to have you.
I wanted to add thank you to Zainab and IEFT for organizing this webinar. Really helpful.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye.